A fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You think you're the best, better than the rest. You walk with your nose to the sky because you think you're so fly. You say you bougie this and bougie that when you really just whack. You think designer brands make you seem like you have bands when you're really eating spam. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Material possessions are truly your obsession. Objects determine your worth. Instead of seeing you can't take them from this earth. And when will you look within and see no true happiness is within? It is not the possessions that determine your worth. Instead it is the spirit in being one with the earth. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Time is ticking, so you better get to picking priorities that will keep you kicking. You a fake and a fraud. Oh, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Good to see you, soul sister. I hope you are doing well. Um, Let me remove this banner real quick. What's up, Auntie Donna? Thank you for being here. I appreciate your everlasting support. Thank you, Diva D, for being here as well. What's up, Sharona B? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, listen, I'm under the weather a little bit because listen, there was somebody in my vicinity who decided they wanted to keep coughing all damn day and not take no proactive measures to cover whatever was coming out of their mouth and then their throat or whatever they nose, and therefore I think it got to me. Well, I pretty much know it got to me. So I may be going on mute to blow my nose or whatever, but I was just like saying that's crazy because and I was just thinking about like, damn, you ain't put no mask here, do nothing, you just just coughing it. I'm like, oh no. Anyway, so yeah. I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm taking a whole bunch of other stuff so that it can stop. Um, and when I wake up, I'll feel better. All right. So let's get into it real quick. To start the broadcast, we got a real world news. LaMelo Ball, who is a basketball player. I was trying to upload that clip, but this stuff is weird now. Everybody got watermarks everywhere and everything. So pretty much, he played for the Charlotte Hornets. I guess you could say he's their star player or whatever. I think they're gonna get rid of him because there's too many issues dealing with him, and they're not bad issues; they're just distractions. Now, if you go look up the video, I'm sure it's all over YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Pretty much, she was rolling down the street in a customized Hummer and veered into the other lane and hit somebody to the point his customized Hummer tire fell off, came off. So when you see the video, you know he was a distracted driver. He's probably on his phone or doing something and not paying attention to the road because he veered into the other lane. He's lucky that nobody got killed, nobody got hurt because that Hummer is the way he definitely had it was elevated and could have really hurt somebody. So thank goodness nobody was hurt. Like I said, I feel like the Charlotte Hornets are going to try to get rid of him because he's just too much. So he's too. I mean, he's been in the league for too long to be still so childish. I feel like we've been talking about him forever, and he's still acting childish. And I think like now you see your childish ways almost got somebody's life taken today because the car he hit was a sedan, and his was a big old SUV. Like I said, that was elevated and modified and stuff like that. And to the point that his tire came off, child. Anyway, like I mean, when his tire came off, I mean, like it rolled off to the sidewalk. Thank you, Shirley B. I appreciate the well wishes. I do. I truly do. Um, what else I want to talk about? Prince Charles. Was that Prince Charles? Let me get that name right. I don't know. Whatever. One of them princes over there and the UK got arrested. The one that's involved in all that stuff, they arrested him on his birthday. Ooh, that's grimy. But yeah, to be involved with the whole Epstein situation, let me just tell you something. They, whoever the powers that be, are using Epstein to go at whoever they want to go at, and y'all can see that. You know. Thank you, Prince Andrew. Thank you, I appreciate that. Not Charles. Did Charles pass away? Or what? Charles retired. Anyway, thank you, Charlene Swall. Appreciate the all them princes. All sounded the same after a while. So that whole situation. What else I want to talk about that? Not too much else regarding that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Charles is king now. No, ain't Prince William king? No, I think Prince William ain't Prince William king. I don't know. I don't know. King William. I don't know. I don't know. They got so many different lines of succession. I don't know. I guess maybe you are right. Charles. And then what is William then? What is William? The next heir or the next apparent? I don't know. We got enough to worry about over here regarding the president. So yeah, King Charles is alive. Prince Charles is King Charles now. Child, Prince, King, Sir King. He became king when Queen died. Okay, thank you. See, I'll be focused on domestic politics, not international. Anything else I want to talk about in the real world? Nah. Oh well, yeah. Listen, y'all. I was doing some analysis of the stock market. They're holding up the stock market as much as they can. But let me tell you something that was going to trigger. I feel we already had the financials earning, we already had the tech earnings, right? Next coming up is that real estate earnings coming up within in March or so. That I feel that might be the catalyst. I definitely think that might be the catalyst. And then everybody talking about, oh, this is comparable to other times in history. No, I don't think it's comparable to other times in history because one, there was never no replacement for human labor, and two, yes, there was a substitution of monetary currency, but everybody is trying to flee to gold. So that's really going to shake things up. And I'm really AI's. I mean, it's a concern because they planning for this thing to take people jobs. Like they're telling people in the retail, what industry? Retail, service, and transportation industry. A lot of that's gonna be replaced by robotics. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? What are people gonna do for jobs? What are people gonna do for jobs? I don't understand how they can implement something and not expect anarchy and robot revolution to ensue. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? Because let's just be honest. Let's say you put up all these autonomous driving vehicles, and they take the jobs of the people who drive an Uber and Lyft right now. Don't you think they're gonna be vandalism of those vehicles? Like I just don't understand how they think that the humans are just gonna lie down and say, "Oh, okay, we out of the workforce now. We're going to be indigent, poor, and struggling." That's not gonna be okay. I don't understand that. Like how they think that's gonna be cool. Like, and the thing is, before, like, there was a substitution that people could sit up there. Like, let's just say when the car replaced the horse and buggy, okay, they came along taxis, and so people. But what can now, if you take the human element out of it, what now can people do? Like, there was always, even though there was an addition or investment in technology, humans were still able to go along with that, like to enhance that or be part of that. I don't see that with AI. I don't see that. And then I saw a post, some dude, I was really, but I don't comment on posts, but there was a post yesterday. I wanted to comment. I wanted to ask the guy because he was developing this AI. He said he had done it where the AI learns, the AI grows, and stuff like that. And I'm like, why? I wanted to reply, why are you doing this? What's the purpose of doing this? Because once the AI figures out all the shit that it needs to figure out, it feels like, oh, I can. It then figures out. It did ask itself, well, how can I? How was I born, and how could I die? Right. So then that technology is gonna be like, oh, well, let me prevent myself from dying. Right. I don't understand why they playing with this. Like, and I sit back and I look at it. There's no need for this to happen. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand what is the grand scheme of it. Is it greed? But then, if you think about it, if it only benefits the wealthy, The wealthy gonna be scared to come out of their house. I mean, they're not gonna be able to enjoy their life because they're gonna have the whole world mad at them. So, and then they tell me they having robots walk amongst humans. Like, I don't know. And I think God is highly offended that they're trying to create technology that is similar to what He's created. I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure out the grandmaster plan. Are they going to move the elite to Mars? Are they going to move them to space? Why are y'all doing this? I'm all for advancement in technology, but not to the point that it causes a social disruption. People are losing their jobs. Then what? Algorithms determine who gets fired. Algorithms determine who get hired. Like, I just don't understand it. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a great period of time for people to maybe come up in the world, but there are going to be some people who are left behind. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of social turmoil, to be honest. And I feel we may be the creator of our own demise. If one of them AI bots figure out something or learn to put a bad code, they sitting up there. They said the AI was sitting there faking numbers and all this stuff and distorting data and all that. So y'all better stop. But I think what's going to happen is something major going to happen, and then this will cause the whole world to put in restrictions to not allow certain technology to be developed because of what they allowed to occur. I don't understand it. I really don't. It's crazy. It really is. Um, what's up, Adrian? How you doing? Good to see you. In China, they have a whole dance group of robots. Oh yeah, I see that. All that stuff is coming out of China. You know, which is I don't know, China. China don't do nothing without our involvement, right? The Nvidia chips, that's Nvidia's an American company, right? But he over there trying to make sure that China get for money and greed get the most advanced chips in the world. Like I don't understand it. I really don't. But anyway, we got to learn the hard way, unfortunately. All right, please don't stop the live. We're going about to get into the news that you absolutely cannot use. Um, hold on one second. All right, we're going to go to a brief commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Oh my, oh my. You were my lady, even when you acted crazy. We were so close that I would follow you coast to coast. We smiled, we hugged, and even danced until we tore a hole in the rug. But who would ever thought things would be this way? You are distant and ignore my persistence. I try and all you say is boy bye. I ask why and you turn your head up to the sky. My oh my, yeah, yeah. My oh my. I turn away and try to understand who is this lady who treats me so shady. I try to reflect and ponder what caused you to turn so somber. As I ponder, I don't know how much longer I can dwell in this abyss of being emotionally this. My oh my, yeah, yeah. My oh my. How long can I go without being hugged or without being loved? I ask myself, why me, why? Or is there some other guy? I tell myself I refuse to cry because I am a guy. But I don't know much longer I can keep my eyes dry. My oh my, my oh my, my oh my, my oh my. I don't know how much longer I can keep my eyes dry. My oh my, my oh my, my oh my, my oh my. I say to myself, you are my lady, why you acting crazy? So close I followed you from coast to coast. We smiled, we hugged, and even danced until we tore a hole in the rug. But who would ever thought things would be this way? You are distant and ignore my persistence. I try and all you say is boy bye. I ask why and you turn your big head up to the sky. My oh my, yeah, yeah. My oh my. I turn away and try to understand who is this lady who treats me so shady. I try to reflect and ponder what caused you to turn so somber. As I ponder, I don't know how much longer I can dwell in this abyss of being emotionally this. My oh my, yeah, yeah. My oh my. How long can I go without being hugged or without being loved? I ask myself, why me, why? Or is there some other guy? I Tell myself I refuse to cry because I am a guy, but I don't know much longer I can keep my eyes dry. My oh my, my oh my, my oh my, my oh my. I don't know how much longer I can keep my eyes dry. My oh my, my oh my, my oh my, my oh my.
Okay, we back. We back. All right. If you like the music that you listen to or hearing tonight, you can buy the songs on, I guess, all major platforms, including Apple. I know a lot of people have Apple or Google, was it Google Music or Amazon Music. Other than the name Mike Drumlin, the song that you just heard has not been released yet, so you pretty much got uh, a treat because that has not been released. I'll probably release that or start the process to release that song after tonight's broadcast. But all of our favorites, such as you know, we got a plethora of hits over here in Avatar Nation. We got Fly. You can purchase that over there on Apple Music under Mike Drumlin. I got your man also there who that's been released.
I'm the man. I got your man. I'm the man. I got your man.
We got In My Face.
Hey, hey. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Hey, 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 hey. Why you playing in my face, in my face, in my face? Hey, hey, hey. You told me you my girl, but you telling all my business to that squirrel. I am like, what in the world? I know you were fake and phony when you said you were my homie. But for real, I know you jelly cause you.
And we got the new one called Fraud. No, I mean I retitled it to what did I retitle that to? Oh no, I retitled it to Yes Lord. So here we
You
go.
a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You think you're the best, better than the rest. You walk with your nose to the sky because you think you're so fly. You say you bougie this and bougie that when you really just whack. You think designer brands make you seem like you have bands when you're really eating spam. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You a fake and a fraud. Yes, Lord.
All right, y'all. So y'all can check out my Beef Sector songs are over there on Avatar Nation Music. So I pretty much have two different things. We're gonna have our Beef Sector genre, and then we're gonna have the real world genre. Okay, so the real world genre is Mike Drumlin, and a Beef Sector, I guess you could say YouTube genre, is going to be Avatar Nation Music. Okay, all right. So there we go with that. Let me see what your comments are saying. Thank you, DVD, for dropping that in the chat. Appreciate you. Metallic Maniac, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. You said Bob or what? Lemon Dread? I don't know what you mean by that. What's up, Black Girls Code? How you doing? You said a good song. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Shornaby says, read Revelation 11:18. You will see everything going on in the Word of God. I believe it. I believe it. It's just shit. It's just too like I'm not saying coordinated, but okay, I see this. I'm like, yeah, that's why y'all need to stay close to God and not man. What's up, lady Steph? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right, so let's get into the rest of the commentary. Let's start with Lolo. Lolo, I'm not gonna go hard on Lolo because I know she was just experienced a past. I did not watch a majority of the video. I just saw her in the airplane. I was like, Lolo, you don't need to be on a vacation. I don't know what, and all places Vegas. I don't know. I just don't think you. I just don't like. I've been to Vegas. I was not too enthralled with Vegas. I was like, this is what everybody talking about. Like for real. That's how I felt. I didn't. I was not blown away. I mean, to me, Vegas. Sorry if anybody lives in Vegas. But really, all Vegas to me got is the strip. And then off the strip is ain't nothing but really a residential town, a busy town for what I saw when I was there. So I really not understanding. And then when I was at Vegas, I just got annoyed because everybody was sitting up there bombarding me with them damn pamphlets. And I'm like, no, leave me alone. Like just I just want to walk down the street unbothered. So yeah, I'm not gonna knock her, but I don't know why you're going when you can't really. Word on the street is that you really can't afford to go. Yeah, I know different strokes for different folks, but I think those strokes are stroking people's vices. So yeah, it does. That's a good point. Focus on you. It did, and that's it's like this trip looks sort of sad. It does. The aura in the field is not jovial at all. It's just like I'm going, and it's more of like, and then you gotta understand Lemon's connection to how all that first started, right? So she going, I guess Lemon ain't going. So that whole backdrop of Lemon is overshadowing, I think, the trip too. And what you, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like the vibe isn't there. That's what I'm saying. The vibe is not currently there. And I'm like, what are you? I don't know, man. I gotta, I like to choose my words very carefully in situations like this. But I'm like, damn, is this a money grab? Because I was thinking like of all the shit Lolo been trying to do, she finally got what she wanted, which was because if anybody been around a long hill time, she's been trying to get to the fame and acclaim that she kind of got now. And I say fame and acclaim, trust and believe. I use it loosely, but fame and acclaim, she finally got that. She got the relevancy that she always wanted. She got the mentions and included in the commentary that she wanted. But I'm like, damn, look at what you had to endure to get it. And then on top of that, the whole connection that got you there ain't there no more. It's weird. It's just, and then you go, and then what's crazy is you didn't go to New York. Because I feel like if Lolo, and I know this ain't the right time to go to New York, but if you went to New York or Florida or somewhere else, but you went to the same place that everything originated from, and the vibe ain't the same. Like I just feel like if you went to New York, that would have been a different vibe, a different feel. But you got that whole situation with Lemon overshadowing the situation. I'm just like, And then on top of that, I'm like, damn, is this a money game? Are you gonna go? Sorry, y'all, but I have to say this. Are you gonna go downtrodden to the point where people feel compelled to give? You be like, damn, I really want that steak, but I gotta eat a cheeseburger, and then hope that somebody send you money for that steak. Because if you foregoing your car payment to go on this trip and then come back from flying to walking, that's an issue. I don't know. And let me just say this: this is a lot of stuff that goes on in the background. So I'm sure people may have promised her this, promised her that, promised that they would meet her, make certain accommodations for her, compelled her to go. I don't know. But for the outside looking in, I'm like, something ain't right. Something's not right. So I don't know. I don't know. You're making life decisions based on the trip, and maybe you do need to go away. But damn, go away somewhere else to New York or something. I don't know. She skipped the car payment. Focus on you says, yeah. I know. Nubian Queen says, didn't Pizarro help her with her car? No, this one I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. How could it be though? What you mean, Adrian? I still don't get why she tagged him on that short today. Leave the man alone and enjoy your vacation, girl. Damn. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they do a surprise on y'all. Let's talk about a DVD. I wouldn't be. I don't know the whole limit timeline and when he was supposed to show up, or if this was the weekend they were supposed to show up. But I'm like, don't be surprised if he shows up and then does a whole surprise on the sector. I don't know. Las Vegas ain't that far from California, so you never know. They may sit up here. I don't know what's happening either. Focus on you. I don't know, but you never know. They might sit up here and do a stunt, and then he shows up and they make up and we got y'all. I don't know. You know. They like to run plays. Adrian says it's the B set. The subbies will send her a surf and turf. No, people put out when they want to have a hand in the storyline. They'll put out because they feel they're part of it and they can afford to do it. This is part of the entertainment budget. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. So that's all I really got to say about the Lolo situation. I have not really um, watched that because somebody sent me a damn picture of her having a cobweb on the side of her mouth for so much spit. I was like, what? I just tuned out off of that. And then I saw that picture of her on the airplane. I'm like, ooh, damn, you don't never, this is the thing, you never know who you going to meet on the airplane, right? I met some pretty powerful people on sitting on a damn airplane, but it's about presentation, right? If you looking dusty, if you looking dusty, they ain't gonna really talk to you. You never know who you gonna meet on an airplane because most people gotta take airplanes unless they got a private jet or something. So I just felt she wasn't ready for the moment. But anyway, yeah, DVD. That's what I thought of when I saw that picture of Cobweb. John. I was like, oh lordy, let me click. Let me where that X at? Where that X at? X. um, Tamar 3057 says, "How's okay, my chest? Did you hear anything about Stephon Diggs getting fired? Let me tell you something. They fired everybody over the NFL. Everybody, I didn't hear about that, but in the NFL, everybody clean the house. If you a bad apple, they get rid of you. They don't care how much you make a year. I'm sure they structure the contract in a way where they got to take a hit, but they rather clean the house to get rid of all these bad apples because these people these athletes got bad attitudes. They cursing out the coaches and everything, and I'm like, damn, y'all making $20 million a year. Who cares if you don't catch a damn ball? Now I know sometimes those contracts are um have incentives in them and stuff, and they got to catch a certain amount of balls per year. But I'm like, damn. And everybody said, well, their ego and they have pride and they didn't make it this far without that. But it's something called like decorum, professionalism. You don't have to go yelling and berating your coach. And I'm sure I've been in athletics and coaches say some wild ass shit. But the stuff I've been seeing, people attacking fans in the stands and stuff, and I know that the fans will be disrespectful as hell, and sometimes you need to check them. But there's always security to boot their ass too. So it's just a lot going on in our society and stuff like that. And people not being respectful toward other people. I just don't know. Child. And let me just tell you something. There is just I didn't read the article because child, it's this frat house. They went to go visit this frat house and found 25 young men with their shirts off and almost partially nude with food splatter all on them. And I tell y'all parents while we sit up here talking about situations and stuff, watch them. Y'all want y'all kids to join a frat, but that hazing shit. Now this is mostly see like a white school or white fraternity. Y'all watch that stuff because a lot of that stuff that they make them underclassmen do is really jacked up and was really kind of affect them for years on end because they be holding that stuff. I feel over them for a good portion of their life. So I know that's a sad thing, but I just had to segue into that because that was really bothering me. I didn't read it, but I'm like, damn, them kids, they found the police came down there. I don't know why the police came down there. And then when the police came to the frat house and they went down there, they were like, who was in charge? And the boys would not give up nobody. And they kept giving some obscure person, and then that person wasn't there, was doing something else. And I'm just like telling you, I know y'all kids I know you're trying to make y'all kids go to school, go to these frats and stuff, but please watch what's going on with them damn frats because it's a lot of questionable activity going on there, child. So sorry, focus on you. I didn't mean to make you lose your appetite. Okay. All right. Tamart says I knew they said his new contract was going to take a cut. Yeah. Oh, you said somebody set off the fire alarm. Okay, thank you. Thank you, 3x3. I appreciate you telling me that. So somebody set off the fire alarm, and then for police who came in to investigate what the hell was going on. Somebody set the fire alarm on probably to say, "Help me, help me." You said I knew they said he was gonna take a cut. Yeah, they're not dealing with that Madonna, prima donna attitude no more. And plus, Stephon ain't that the one with Cardi B got all them issues and stuff. I don't know, John. Y'all, yeah, I don't know. Did he all? Not books. What? What you trying to say? What's up, Love Blake? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. It's an introduction to hot secret societies. How what make them half naked and get violated? Because that's what that was seeming like to me. Some people were about to get violated. Trust and believe they be doing some freaky ass stuff in there. Sure. Sure. Yes, that is him. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm sure, yeah. So yeah, that's social media stuff though. I don't know. And a lot of that stuff depends on the ownership and if the ownership wants to deal with that kind of mess. Sometimes they don't have they putting out 90 million in 3 years. 90 million in 3 years and they gotta deal with your shenanigans, you hurt, you got an attitude, you don't want to work, you putting stuff on public domains. What's up, Keisha Bishop? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. All right, it's me, Jazzy. What's up, it's me, Jazzy? Yep, give up your morals and ethics to be part of the club. But see, at the end of the day, you sitting up there with regret, right? You sitting up there with regret. Okay, you got money, but at the end of the day, you got power or whatever. You got to deal with the effed up ish that you had to do to get you there, and the effed up ish now you sitting up there coming to your final days, wondering what's on the other side and wondering how you gonna be judged. That's a hell of a burden. I'd rather be basic and not have to have that on my conscience, child. True. And the people that you and then worry about the people that you screwed over coming to light. Who would have ever thought this whole Epstein situation would have come to light the way it is, and social media and transparency and all that? I want to know, where was this protective veil? Like this seems to always been somebody seems to have taken. And I've been thinking about Cat Williams all day. This year started off with Cat Williams said, everything gonna be revealed. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, what did Cat Williams know that we didn't know? Or who was he talking to? Because right now it seems like all that he was prophesizing is coming to fruition. He said this is gonna be the year of revelation, and guess what? It is. And I'm like, where does this protective veil go that was normally over these people now that everybody wants to? I don't know. Maybe it's a new world order coming to fruition because, like I said, the economy is changing, everything's changing. The introduction of the robots. I wonder who put. Child, let me go back. We said Revelation chapter what? 18. Was it 18:11? Yeah, sorry, 11:18. All right, Revelations 11. I gotta check that out. Whew. All right, Simplify Success. How you doing? Good to see you. Since SK Salute, bro, caught you live. What are we talking about? I hit the like button. You hit the like button? That's right, light it up. No, we just talking about how crazy this world is right now, to be honest, and a whole bunch of plethora of stuff. We talking about football and the kids at the fraternity got caught in the basement doing stuff with food all over them and all that stuff. I don't know. All right, so let's get into what I wanted to talk about. And this is going to be on a serious tip. Yeah, we are living in crazy times, Miss Jackson. It is. It is. It really, 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 really is. I feel sorry for the kids today. I really do. Because they don't know what it is to be innocent, right? They thrown a computer in their face pretty much as they able to say goo goo gaga. So yeah, it's kind of messed up. And then if I was growing up in that town, like what kind of future I have? Because they telling people, oh, well, there really might not be any need for coders because AI could code better and faster and with less errors than a human. What? Doctors? Well, yeah, I mean they still may need some, but I don't know. It's like what profession will be untouched? I guess you go back to what they call it, trade, labor like that. But I'm sure they're going to try to have that taken over too. You know, I mean, I don't know. I think humans will get annoyed at talking with a robot. I just don't understand it. And then they so stupid. They talking about universal income. How is there going to be universal income when nobody buying shit? If you make, let's just be honest, okay? If I work in a factory and the people who sold the shoes are now replaced by robots, right? You then take the people, you take those portion of people, they now don't have no job, no money, they can't buy nothing. Then that same kind of manufacturing, whatever, is started to takes over, and people lose their job. Who is stimulating the economy? So how could you say a universal income on what? On the what? Who's going to be able to buy stuff? It makes no damn sense. It makes no sense unless the government gonna sit up here and say, okay, y'all get this certain amount of money, y'all get this certain amount of money, and you have digital money. You know, money that's automatically given to you, and that I don't know. I don't hope they know what they're doing. That's what I say. I hope they know what they're doing. I mean, like what? I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then on top of that, Microsoft had to sit up there and do a apology or disclosure because they AI was reading confidential emails and stuff. AI is too invasive. Like they read it. I told you the other day. I hate when they sit up there and say, "Oh, they already got a summary of the emails." I know tech. I know tech. I work with tech, so I know if they already summarizing it, they're studying it and putting it in a database to train AI. There's no more privacy. Yes, unconscious conversation says bingo, digital money. Right, pegged to gold. Pegged to gold. So that people won't say, oh, this digital currency is just made up. No, they're going to attach it to a real world asset, which is gold. Because gold, if you do your history, it's been the most valuable commodity or currency since the beginning of time. When one financial system fails, all everybody start running to gold. So yeah, just pay attention. And then on top of that, J.P. Morgan and all these analysts say that gold is going to go through the roof. And I told y'all, I said gold is moving too fast. Gold is moving. The price of gold was moving too fast, and I honestly feel it was moving too fast that some people like, wait a minute, we're gonna be left behind. Let's crash this bad boy, and they crashed it, right, to get other people in place. That's how I feel. That may be totally wrong, but gold was moving to, and I believe it is at the end. They say gold moves up during times of conflict. So right now, Iran, the escalations are going up. We moving ships over to Iran. They said some presidential plane, Iranian plane, took off and landed somewhere because they getting their people out of there now. And you notice, pay attention to this weekend. When did I may be wrong on this? When did Venezuela happen? Over the weekend when it's a slow news cycle. So I may be wrong, but look out for this weekend as things escalate in Iran or things you start and you wake up Monday you see something ain't right. So during this period of time when there's war and economic uncertainty, everybody flees to gold because what happens if there's the war, the markets crash and you can't get your damn money. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Let me see. You said yeah, they're on the streets, highway exits with a sign for resistance. Who is? Who is? Who is? Metallic Mania says Shock Kim Boomerangs. What? Oh no. All right. Do you think this is the mark of the beast for as BlackRock in cryptocurrency? I don't know about no mark of no beast, but I don't know, man. I mean, I think this is the preservation. Well, look, the U.S. they say is responsible because they spent too much damn money. We have $40 trillion in debt. So they're saying our fiscal irresponsibility, or how can I say fiscal irresponsibility, is what caused this. Has what is what caused this. Hold on, Castro. I'm not done with my commentary real quick because there's something I need to talk about. Um, so they said our fiscal irresponsibility, our printing of money, has caused this situation for years and years and years. So this is what kind of, and then when they did that thing with Russia and put sanctions on them, and they infected them with the dollar, that woke up a lot of nations who do currency or trade in the dollar. That's what I heard, and that started to push towards the BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So that is what pushed the push for them to unite and say we want to de-dollarize and get off the dollar. And they're slowly but surely doing that. When Trump is sitting up here saying, "Oh no, you're not," I'm going to see some oil. So you gonna try to do this? Well, Venezuela was told you had the most oil reserves in the world. So they set up there and got Venezuela. So therefore, will make it tougher for people to de-dollarize. That's what I feel. Let me see. Okay, unconscious conversations. Bitcoin has dropped significantly since the installment, but that's by design, though. That's why I'm telling. That's why I feel like they used the whole Epstein situation to fastly push their agenda, right? Because if our future currency is going to be pegged to Bitcoin, the lower it drops, the more you can buy, and that's what I feel. And then they're going to revalue gold, right? Because they never counted all the gold in Fort Knox. Peg it to gold, and then peg it to the Bitcoin, and there you go. Voila. I mean, the guy you got to look at some guy in Russia, some economic, what's it called, economist, said something that's what the U.S. is going to do it. And if you peg it to the gold, they said that we could wipe out our national debt just like that. I don't know. It's complicated as hell. I don't know, but I do see that a lot of countries are starting to. That was that whole Greenland thing was about too. They said there's gold in Greenland, so there's a lot of moves being made because people are going to these rare earth minerals and these precious metals and stuff like that because they tired of like they feel like the fiat, which is the dollar, is becoming worthless. So, what's up, Miss Marshall? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. The talent mania says here is I don't know. I just feel like just y'all gotta think one level up. What's the best way to crash something or to soil something? It it makes something worthless that's really is valuable. Make it associated with someone who's vilified, right? That's it, and they're doing that. And then the lower it go, watch. They said it could drop to 30,000. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, especially if we have an economic crash. And I'm telling you, those earning reports for the housing market for the housing or the housing, it starts in March or maybe start earlier. So if people are sitting on loans that are upside down, that's going to create, I feel, the greatest sell off because what we went through the financial thing, we went through the tech thing. Now I think the only industry that's left is what I mean. Retail is not going to be affected too much, but housing, right? That's how, I mean, and I may be completely wrong. So Metallic Mania says the gold standard has returned. Yes, because it's a universal commodity, right? It's not like, oh, South Africa, their thing. It's a lot going on. I told you, if they're doing blockchain legislation, they're not wasting their time doing that. It's something about to happen. Now, well, and I was thinking this up there, I was walking something. How do you make people switch from a dollar to a digital currency? How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? You make the dollar worthless. If I make the dollar worthless, if I give Miss Marshall $1, right, and I say, oh, it's worth $1, and then 5 weeks later they crash the dollar, it ain't got no value, then Miss Marshall is more inclined to throw it in the trash because it's got no value. And I think that's what's going on. Because when they cut these interest rates, you got to remember in June, the new Fed chair takes over. The current Fed chair, Jerome Powell. They are apprehensive to cut the rate because they don't want inflation to go up, right? And the job market's not cratering, which may be the focus of AI. Put more AI out there, and then more layoffs will ensue. Therefore, you get your interest rate cut. So look at that time around June too. There might be a lot of chaos because the markets don't. I mean, you're gonna see it's gonna be weird. Like lower interest rate make it easy to borrow, but that means they're printing money. That means the value of the dollar is less. So yeah. So we shall see. Um, SB Jazzy says make the $1 obsolete. They have already started with pennies. Ooh, that's true. That's a good point. The government ended in 1900. Bill Clinton was the last president. Okay. All right. So I say all that to say prepare. How can I tell you to prepare? I don't know. Right? If you can afford, I'm not gonna tell you go out here and buy no damn gold. I'm not no financial advisor. Shit, I can't even afford to borrow gold. So how I'm gonna tell y'all to buy borrow gold? I don't know. But if you can find a way to get a hold of some gold coins, that's what I would try to do. Because the analysts are already saying that gold and all these precious metals are going to skyrocket towards the end of the year. Plus, also, the midterms are going to be a period of volatility. Gold goes up during periods of volatility, such as war and stuff like that. So, but I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you, oh, hold on to this much cash and this. But I can tell you something's up. Something's up. They crash in Bitcoin. Come on now. This is all by design, and it's too. And when they do things, it's too intentional. Just like that, the election map. That election map was too red. How many times we never see no election map with that red? So when they do things, they do it too much. Like it's like, okay, we see your play, we see your play. So I feel like with the crash, like the gold thing and silver, that was too much, too much. So yeah, just pay attention because I don't know what the hell gonna happen. Like, and then on top of that, we don't know if this robot revolution is going to even remember the metaverse. Oh, everything going to metaverse, 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 metaverse. Hey, metaverse got pushed to the damn side. So who knows if this whole thing with the robots will even come to fruition? Now I do have my check this out. Now they saying that Trump is about to release these files on aliens. I'm like, Now I was reading about months ago what would happen if this happened. So they said, oh, panic will ensue. The markets will go crazy because that is validation that alien technology exists, and now we have to worry about a superior species coming to visit us or having contact with us. And I'm like, I'm like, why would he release this, knowing that it will cause panic? If your government is really officially releasing stuff about some damn aliens, people gonna freak out. But then again, let's think of the ultimate goal. Maybe the ultimate goal is to what? Crash the market, cause volatility, push gold, and lower the value of the dollar. It don't make no sense. You've been hiding them all these years. Why you ain't gonna sit here and hide them no more? What we need to know about, you ain't telling us about. So that's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, that's what you're saying. They always slowly make moves to sway things the way they want. Yeah, I agree. The hanging Chad was the start of the shadow government, not official possession in that sense. After the government ended, they told us everybody was a corporation. I don't know Metallic Maniac, but all I know is just y'all see what's going on. Just see what's going on, child. Don't get caught with your not looking. Okay, so let's get back to this stuff that's concerning over here. What I'm gonna say is serious. It's pretty much gonna have a serious tone. I've taken a 360 viewpoint, looked at pretty much all angles of the situation. Y'all need to really go look at King Pang's interview over there that he had with Tulsa about this whole situation. I'm not saying that guy's name. If you can, please don't put that man's name in my chat. Okay? No offense. I don't want to get tied up in no algorithm shit. Nothing like that. Okay. So we've been talking about this person that had this deal who was in jail for 3 months, got arrested in November, and all that other stuff, right? We've been talking about it. I really wanted to do commentary about it, but after hearing what I heard on King Payne, I need to say some shit, okay? Because this is serious. All right, so where I want to start. I feel the whole reason why that man sat out here and messaged everybody was because he was trying to use the power of the algorithm. And what I mean by that is he was hoping that by telling his or copy and pasting his story to these different people, they will come out, go to the airwaves, and just regurgitate what he said. Right? So therefore, when it became searchable to whoever in the discovery process or investigation, there would be his side of the story. And the more you hear something where it's consistent, the more it takes on credibility. That's what I feel. But I think that plan backfired because a lot of people are like, no, what? Now, let me tell you where the whole plan backfired. And that's why I have this as the title of this live as a cautionary tale. Tulsa talked with the man, right? Did he know he was being recorded? I don't know. right after, or maybe he did. I don't know. Either way, I think that's kind of a mute point right now because of what has transpired. When Tulsa was sitting up there on her live, she kept doing all these theatrics and all this bullshit that took away from the credibility of what she was trying to convey, do, whatever, right? Okay. So now you go over to King Payne's live and he does a commentary on the situation, gives his thoughts and everything like that. Now on King Payne live, we hear, because Tulsa was there, the conversation that took place between her and that man. More fluid, less breaks, more fluid. You can see how the conversation actually flowed in real time. And we got more details. Now, let me just say this to Tulsa. Tulsa, you wrong for what you did. I don't care whatever stupid ass rationalization that you have about, oh, we were in business together. Nobody knew that damn channel. Nobody knew it. Whatever. Their whole rationalization is wrong. I feel you kind of have a mental issue because you're coming across as if like you're this. You kind of copycat yourself after William Williams, and you think you are Wendy Williams and all that to the point you portray yourself as. And I understand the phrase "fake it till you make it," but you're doing too much, really too much, and that's why I think you kind of have a mental illness kind of deal going on because you're like, I don't know, you shape shifting into dimensions and stuff as if you really are that particular person that you want to be, but you ain't there yet. Um, Tulsa, what you did really kind of fucked up that man, for real, because I don't think the prosecution, DA, the city, the town, the state would have even known certain details about how things went down after his release until you put it out there. And that's fucked up. I don't think that man knew he was being recorded. I think that man was more focused on presenting a narrative to combat what was already in the public domain that was put out by the news and may be put out in the news in the future if he was able to get that communicated on this platform. But what you did was you really fucked up his case. You fucked it up. And because it is damaging. A lot of what was broadcasted today, no, it don't seem like it was no breaks. It don't seem like it was edited. The conversation was fluid. Really, even if he is innocent, fucks him up because of you. And I think he was trying to confide in you, but you abused that trust to his own detriment. And I don't know anything, but if this man has to serve time because of that conversation he shared with you, you will have to look over your shoulder for the remainder of your fucking life. Because if he goes to jail for 20, 30 years, you really put yourself in a position that when he comes out, your ass may be in danger. That's why I said y'all need to go over there. Listen to that. That is how damaging that was. Because we learned that it seemed like the initial communication was by him. What got him to hit up that particular individual on that app. The other damaging thing was that this conversation that he went back on the app after his release, reactivated and found that particular person's profile. It is so damaging that it pretty much gives the prosecutor more ammunition to go with because those details, I'm sure, were not known to the prosecution. I honestly feel he does not have a lawyer. Because first of all, like somebody said, why wouldn't your attorney go and get on the app? her or himself, and then snoop around and see what they can see without you doing it. I mean, his own self admissions is what's gonna fuck him up because there's no hearsay. Tulsa took away the hearsay part. There's no hearsay. There's he say because he said it. It ain't like, oh, what they said is, oh, no, 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 no. He said it clear as day. It's sad. Man said he lost his cat, he lost his job, he lost his living arrangements. So I'm sure there's a plethora of other stuff I'm not or can't remember, not mentioning or can't remember. But Tulsa, you're fucking wrong, dude. You're wrong. And Tulsa, you can't sit up here and say that if you were in the same situation that you wouldn't be upset if somebody betrayed your trust. You will be livid. You will be screaming. You think this is a joke because of the King Payne thing. You was sitting there, oh wait, King Payne, wait, tell me how you like this part. And that's the part where you were screaming about Jesus. You thought it was a whole joke. I don't know if that man ever did something to you or whatever, and this is your payback, but you really fucked him up. You really did. And I hope they don't come or become have privy or become privy to what was said or get access to that. But I don't know, John. I don't know. Y'all play a lot of dangerous games out here in real world situations. You don't know that man's mental makeup, Tulsa. You don't know what that man may do as that date approaches to whatever hearing or whatever he may have coming up. And he's gonna sit there with his attorney and they're going to break down what what they call it, the public. I mean, excuse me, the prosecution has, and if that conversation is listed as evidence, as an exhibit in evidence, you're screwed, girl, boy, whatever. You're screwed. Because I mean, I don't know. You play with that man's life. You play with that man's life. I'm not excusing whatever, but you played with that man's life. You thought it was a joke, and you broadcasted it for everybody to hear. And I guarantee you, I don't think he would have been so candid if he knew he was being recorded for the whole world to hear. You took advantage of the friendship and the rapport or the business relationship that you said you had with him. That's foul. That's dirty. And I'm just saying, I know people like that who they go they. All I'm saying is you need to watch your back. You do, because he has nothing to lose. He lost everything. And you may be the reason why he lost everything. I'm not putting the blame on you, but he already lost everything. And the one thing that he does have is his freedom. And it may be lost now because of you. Because I guarantee you the prosecution and shit, they didn't have that. They didn't have that. They didn't have that. But now they do. Y'all gotta be careful these games you play. You really do. Really, 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 really do. Really, really do. Warning comes before destruction, Tulsa. You wrong as hell for that. You wrong as hell for that. And you may think it's part of Wendy Williams and all this stuff, but Wendy Williams, she had issues too when people were confronting her about her actions and her antics and things. Tulsa, what you don't know is what Wendy Williams has gone through because of her antics. You don't know who rolled up on her. You don't know who knocked her wig off. You don't know who kicked her in the knees. You don't know who broke her nose. You don't know who smushed her in the face. Those are things you don't hear. because it would ruin the whole persona. But I'm sure some of that stuff has happened. So be careful who you try to emulate and idolize, because not everything is in the light for you to do research on. So, let me see. Eve says, ever since SK done pulled up at Lemons, it's to fight. Yeah. What? Hold on. What? No, no, you lying to me. Where is it at? Where is it on audio's page? What? Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Oh, child. What are you doing?
This shit dry as fuck, nigga.
Uh,
You gonna lose your life playing with me, nigga.
oh, shit.
Nigga, fuck ass boy. Say post some shit, boy. You better stop playing with me, nigga.
Uh-oh.
I'll pull up. Niggas wanna keep saying I'm not,
Uh-oh.
nigga. I told you I'm trying to control.
Uh-oh.
I'll be in New Orleans in
Ooh.
a couple weeks, nigga. And when I go out there, it's really it.
I just see him walking in the neighborhood. What? Both pages. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, I'm not glorifying this, but I told Lemon to watch his mouth. Didn't I tell y'all that? Ooh, Sir King, you jealous. I ain't jealous. Mm-mm. Oh, I don't even know his page, child. I ain't even subscribe to that crap. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it, child. That's why I think people blowing me up. Child, I put a big lemon, a big ass lemon pop up. Like a fruit, not a person. Hold on. Maybe somebody hit me up on, maybe that's why my IG was going off. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Somebody send me the link if y'all know the link. Because I ain't subscribed to this other page. But, oh, Lord. Mm, child. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Hold on. So he rode his bike, his 10-speed bike over there. He was walking, though. He wasn't driving. I said, he done what? It's done got real because he doxed audio. Can put limit in a trick bag. How you do that? So, let me see. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let me see something real quick. She posted. I was trying to see if he posted something. Well, I don't know Limit's page, so I don't know what's going on over there. So, but I guess he said he pulled up over at Lemons. I see all I see is a home.
I'm really on
I
timing,
don't.
nigga. Cause I
Is this a junkie store? He just walking down the street. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's got done. It's done. Got real because he can dox audio. Can put. Yeah, Kid, another one that need to watch out because I heard Binary was about to do something to him, like put him on papers. So I don't know. Y'all keep playing these stupid games. Y'all get stupid prizes. Oh, thank you, Nubia Queen. I appreciate that. Y'all gonna get some stupid prizes, boy. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let's see. Child. Oh.
You can say whatever you want to say and perceive me how you want to perceive me.
Lemon ain't gonna do nothing. Let me just tell you that. Lemon ain't gonna do nothing. Lemon ain't gonna do that. I don't feel Lemon. It's like a girl fight. I agree. You said kids set records on audio seal. Oh Lord. Why everybody got sealed shit around here? Didn't they say Lemon got sealed records too? Y'all play a dangerous game. Lemon gonna learn welcoming everybody up to his page, and they done took 3 of them so far. He need a 4th. They said, I mean, I don't know how you could be so naive. Like one day, Lemon, you have to step up and provide your own entertainment instead of expecting people to augment it for you. Because the people that hit your link, they ain't for you. You see now the situation you got yourself into. The Auntie Down said it's like a girlfriend. It is like a girlfriend. Ain't nobody gonna put their hands, well, I know Lemon ain't gonna put his hands on nobody. I mean, he may act like it, but who knows? I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna drop my link, and then I'm gonna get going up out of here. Try to get some rest before the day comes. Try to rest up from uh, this cough or cold or whatever. So yeah, let me see. 1 second. All right, there y'all go. That's the link in case y'all want to come up. I don't know. Things can get real quick. I mean, let's be honest. Why limit online? Like if the man pulled up, why limit online? I don't understand that. I would have ended that live, and I would have the window open. You said that chat tell limit. He ignored audio for 20 minutes, and that's why audio left. Well, don't be a queen. They said audio was outside his place. Oh, you mean he ignored audio for 20 minutes outside his place? I told you, Lemonade. He ain't about that. I can fight. I can fight. I can fight. I can fight. I got hands. I got hands. When you say you got hands like that, you ain't got no hands. You got girly hands, but that's the only hands you got. You ain't got no hands. Like you don't even like that. People probably don't even talk like that. That's weird. Hey, Auntie Donna, how you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing today?
I'm hanging in there.
I I said, yeah, that's about like a girl's cat fight. I just can't. I can't with these people.
I know.
They believe anything. They follow everything. It just gets to be too much. Now, after you said that, I got one of my old good other devices, and I went over there to look, and Lemon's chat was he was out, he had his camera on, and he went all the way outside to the gate of his apartment complex. But I never went over the other gentleman's chat. But from what Lemon's chat was saying is that all he did was ride past his house apartment complex and kept going. What does that prove?
Nothing really.
That you can drive past somewhere somebody live? To me, that's things like now I didn't do it,
Hmm.
but when I was younger, we used to call that when girls thought they boyfriends was cheating on them, we called them drive-bys,
Hmm.
where they would drive by to see if another chick was car was in the yard or something like that.
Hmm.
It's pussy to me. Oh, excuse me. It's weak. I didn't I forgot about you in that word. It's like a little weak move to me.
Yeah, I feel you.
So either way, from either hand of either way it go, it was a nothing burger.
Yeah, I feel you. Waste of time.
Yeah,
Waste of
because
time.
if you gonna go to somebody's house to to check them and to fight them, why didn't he stay there until Lemon came to the gate or ride on up right there to the apartment? That's when you really on business. All this riding past shit, I don't respect that.
I agree. He
I
even
don't
knock on the
respect
door.
it.
Knock on the door.
Or
Wh-
stay your ass home. You just wanted
yeah,
people to come over and look at your channel.
yeah. What's up, Castro? How you doing?
I'm getting ready to go down. Hi, Castro.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm fine. If only you could see me, you would know better. Okay, SK, I'm getting ready to
Ooh.
get down. You know, I always say that crazy stuff. All right, y'all have a
All right.
blessed day. And yeah, I
You
said
too.
what I said because one thing I'm not. I don't play around with these old fake punk, doggone internet games these damn weak people play. Y'all are
Mm,
crazy out here. But one of y'all gonna get hurt for real. For real,
nope.
one of y'all gonna get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
toodaloo.
Toodaloo. And it may be by somebody not even related to what we talking about. They just may see you scouring around and think be a concerned citizen and bust you in the head over with a bat. What's up, Castro Ken? How you doing?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. It's been, it's been a while since we have communicated.
Uh huh. And what's the purpose of today's visit?
Well, about the conversation that we are talking about right now.
Okay. And what do you want to say?
I love the fact that you are coming out into more into yourself about certain things. I love the avatar. Well, the new avatar.
Okay. Thank you.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It looks good. Looks good.
Um, is there anything else you want to say?
Why, look, Sir King? Why are you treating me like this? Oh my goodness! I mean, I come, I'm coming in.
Castro, we've known each
What
other
is
for
that
years.
for?
We've known each other for years. Why are you acting dumb? Why are you acting brand new?
I'm not acting dumb or brand new. I'm just talking to you, my Sir King. That's it.
Okay.
I'm being nice today. I'm being nice. Usually, you know you would catch me on a bad day, but I'm being very very nice. And you getting me? Look, you're giving me like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Why did you hit my
You're just
link?
being, you're just,
Uh,
you just sound like you're being kind of like a dumb blonde a little bit.
a dumb blunt. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
wasn't expecting that one, but okay. But so what about the conversation of tonight?
Which one?
The one that you want to talk about? I'm talking to you.
Why do you keep going to Jay Wilson? I don't understand that.
Well, honestly, it's times where I feel like I can talk to him, and it's certain times I feel like I can't. And a lot of the times I feel like, he just want to give me his ass to kiss, which I'm not gonna kiss it. And I wish you would hit the link sometimes, but you don't never want to hit the link. I don't know why. I mean, he will pay you up. Let alone if you may have to, pay him a little extra change. But I know that you are not like other content creators going to, pay yourself up. It's all right. I understand that. But I just like to go over there for every now and then and just, just toy. That's it.
So
Look, I don't
do
look.
you,
I am not looking for a daddy figure. I'm not. I'm
okay,
not
that's
looking
what
for a
I'm
dad.
asking you. Hmm. But
Well,
you do look at him as a role model, don't you?
well, he just a nigga that's doing YouTube videos. That's how I look at him. Just like how you look at you. You just looking a nigga that's doing YouTube videos. Y'all ain't look. We ain't nothing special. We just doing YouTube. Look, we are just doing YouTube videos.
Well,
That's
you
it.
share intimate details of your life with him, and oh, mhm.
Well, whatever I may, tell, it is what it is. But I'm not lying about it. But hey, it is what it is. But
Mhm.
what I mean, I want look, Sir King, you have to know this. I'm only telling people what I want them to know. Just like how you do it, you don't get on here and telling your business. You only tell us what you want us. You only tell us what you want us to know, right?
I guess I don't know.
Well, I would expect you to say this, look, say the same.
Because
But
Jay Wilson tells things that you don't want us to know, like somebody put papers on you and all that stuff. I don't think that needed to be broadcasted, but he did it to humiliate you.
well, I don't. If I feel humiliated, I would never go back over there. Honestly, I feel like I'm playing the same game like you are playing the same game with him. Whether you or him want to respond back to each other, you can. And it goes in the same vice versa with when it comes to me. So therefore, he's not hitting me in certain places where I feel like, oh my goodness, I can't go back over there. He don't really hurt my feelings. Oh my goodness, I gotta go cry.
So
No,
does that
it
mean you
is
have
what
no
it is. It's
pride?
just
He
another
talked
mother
about
talking
your
shit. It is what it
family.
is.
He talked
Huh?
about your baskets. He talked about you being on public aid. So those
It
things
doesn't
don't
matter.
hurt you. Don't. Oh, okay. So does that mean you have no pride?
I got pride, baby. That's what you better realize, baby. I got pride. And see, one thing I want you to know this too. I got pride enough to show my face too. Therefore, I'm not ashamed of how I look. Baby, it is what it is when it comes to me.
Well, you do
I don't know
though.
how you do it. I don't know how you handle
But
it, but
you,
I think I do. I know how you handle it. I know how you handle it. You want to be you don't want to be seen. So I understand that. But at the
but
same
you
time,
do
baby,
know
hey, look,
that
I'm here.
some people shouldn't be seen, right? Like yourself, you should be behind an avatar. So I'm just saying.
Well, I can see why you are behind the avatar because you should not be seeing like yourself, too as well. So I understand this. So it's perfectly fine, baby. It's perfectly fine. We get it. We do. We do. I get it, baby. I get it. I get it.
Right. Mhm.
Even though you was docs, we seen it. I mean,
Yeah.
look, the avatar says a lot. It says a
Yeah.
lot.
Mhm.
Hmm.
No, no, Mm.
I mean, even for my thing is, for you to even be like, "Oh, ooh, child," I'm a little questionable about that. Like, why are you saying
Well, I
"ooh,
just
child"?
let me
You are a
just
heterosexual man.
well
You saying "ooh, child."
because I say that because I'm an entertainer, right? So oftentimes the
That's not
vernacular.
being entertaining
Can I
as a
please? I
heterosexual
let you
man.
speak. So can I please speak? I'm
I'll
not
go right ahead.
insecure about who I am, so I use the vernacular that's common with the audience over here. Do I use it in my real life? Hell, the fuck no. Hell, the fuck no. Right? So everybody say they're a character. I'm a character too. Ooh, child. There you go.
But you know what, Sir King, that does come off as if you are
I
a part
don't
of the
give
community.
a damn. Then you know what? Then my operation is working perfectly.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if
Mhm.
you like it, I love it. How about that?
Just like they say about your singing, right? Mhm.
Yes, indeed. It's terrible.
At least you know. At least you know.
Well, it is what it is, but they still like it though. I still get a few likes on mine, so it's like your videos. It is what it is. So, baby, look, Sir King, you don't have to be mad at me about none of this stuff. Oh my goodness, come on now, calm down. You're fine.
I'm unbothered. Trust and believe.
Hopefully, you are.
I am.
Okay. But it's been real. Honestly, it's been real. I thank you for having me up. I just only want to come up here for a short, quick time. I'm like, look, I am not like Queen Tulsa. I'm not trying to run your show or bring people that got court cases on here and then bringing them up. Look, I'm calling them up on that behind the scenes, and then I get on your panel. Here they all of a sudden, here they come. How do you look? I gotta ask you this. How do you feel about that?
I just feel Tulsa's playing very dangerous life games. You don't sit up there and play with somebody's freedom and think you're not putting yours in jeopardy. So, you
Mhm.
know,
That was some bull. That look, circling. That was some bull crap. I didn't like that at all. But you know what? I ain't for the other party either. When it comes to this shit right now, that's going
no,
on.
I agree, but this is about life preservation.
I
So
know. I know.
what Tulsa is doing is she's not preserving her life. So,
And that's why what goes around comes around. So therefore, when her day comes, it's gonna come on live. And because she likes to go. When it comes to her, well, I'm trying to be nice. When it comes to her, she likes to go live a lot. So therefore, we'll see repercussions of her actions, trying to be in somebody else's business. We'll see, girl, because she had called me too. She called me unannounced. She did
about what?
nothing. Look, she called me. I'm surprised well, you must don't watch her. I can tell you don't watch her, but she had made content and she was calling my number on her live. And then she also made another attempt to call me when she wasn't on live. And that shit was some bullshit to me as well too. I didn't appreciate it at all. At all. Cause I ain't bothering her. So why would you want to bother me? About what? I haven't
She's
did
probably
anything to
trying to
her.
get you to say something about your ongoing situation.
I mean, it may be the case, but I mean, I'm not talking about that. I mean, as you can see, have me or you? I mean, we haven't really brought that up, to nobody right now for the time being. We're not talking about that, So that's why
Mhm.
I don't understand why she would want to bring that up.
Well, she thinks she's Wendy Williams, so
Yeah, and I can't stand it because she would never be Wendy Williams. Okay, look, Wendy Williams didn't have look. She didn't have to have surgery. Okay, or really try to replace or nip and tuck and stuff anything.
are you sure? Because that nose don't look natural, but
Well, she may have had a nose job. I don't know, but
mm,
I don't care about it though.
okay.
I don't.
All right. Well, did you have a nose job?
What about you?
Because they said you got the nose of a snapping turtle, but that's what they say. I don't know, so I don't know. That's
Well, you know what? Hey, until we can see you online, hey, you can make it all your judgment, baby. It's all right, baby. Because you are a heterosexual man judging another man, so we
well,
see what
it's
that
called
we see
It's
certain
called
things.
we
You
judge
are a
men. We
heterosexual
judge
man
men
judging
on
another
time.
man,
All right? You
and
say
you're
we
supposed to
do
be
that.
straight.
You
So
say you
obviously, am I
ugly.
supposed to be looking?
You
So
say
am I
you got a
supposed to be
big
looking good to
nose.
you, Sir
I
King?
think you
Am I supposed to be
insecure.
looking good to
I
you?
think you're very insecure. I think you don't know what a man is.
I'm just
To
asking
be
you.
honest, I
Don't
don't
get
think
mad
you
at
know.
me.
I'm
I'm just
not
asking you.
mad.
Am I supposed to be looking good to you? Because you look, you're giving me
I
all
think
these
you don't
criticisms
know
about my
what a
looks.
man
I'm
is.
talking about my looks, and you look, you're
I
fit. You
think
look,
you got the nose
you're
of a
over there, and you're
turtle.
look, you're thinking all sorts of things. I don't know what you're thinking. Y'all don't know if
I
you're slow.
think you got the
If you're
nose
thinking
of
I'm
a snapping
sleeping
turtle.
with
That's
you in your
all I
bed.
said.
Oh my goodness,
I
Sir
said you
King,
got the
stop giving me
nose
a
of
heart.
a snapping
Please
turtle. That's
stop it.
all. That's all.
Especially with that thumbnail. Oh my goodness. Like I think you miss Lemon too. I mean, do you miss Lemon?
No, I don't. Not at all.
You don't miss Lemon,
I don't like chameleons.
huh?
I don't like chameleons.
Okay. I mean, he ain't. I mean, he blended in just like you blended in with everything else. So how can you call
I
him a
don't like.
chameleon?
I don't like chameleons.
Mm, okay.
Mm.
But I still think you miss your co-host. But it's all right. Shit, things change. Shit. Do you think I look? Hey, Sir King. Do you think I'm talking? Do you still think I'm talking to the people that I talked to 10 years ago? Hell no. I don't know. Look, I don't know them folks. Them folks are long gone in my eyes. I don't know if they still alive or dead. Dead. I don't know.
That's not a good trait to have because that means you don't value loyalty.
Loyalty, my ass. People are mean as fuck out here, Sir King. And you know this. You older than I am. So don't
No,
don't don't start that with me.
you
Come
need
on
to
now.
find. You need to
You
find some people.
don't.
You need to
It's the
find good
truth.
people. That's your issue. You need to find good people.
I've been trying to find good people, but good people ain't trying to find me. So therefore, I gotta be.
Maybe,
I
maybe
have to
because
be the
you're
way
not a
I
good
am,
person.
and you are the
Maybe,
way that you are because you are mean.
maybe
You are mean as fuck on here. So therefore, I feel like you are the same person on you that you are on
I'm
YouTube as the same in person.
I'm mean.
Don't get it twisted. I ain't getting
I'm
it
mean.
twisted.
Okay. I'm mean. Okay. All right.
I
I'm mean.
believe you are. I believe you are. You can be an
No,
asshole. I think you believe.
I'm
Or
very.
can you
I'm
be
not
an
a
asshole?
doormat. I'm not a doormat. That's the
No,
issue.
you're not. That's why I say you are. You can be a little bit of an asshole.
No, that's not being an asshole. That's being stern.
Well, you being stern at the same time, but at the same time, you're
No.
not letting anybody, get
No, what's
over
being
on
an
you or
asshole is
say anything
making fun
crazy
of
to
you.
me.
What's being an asshole is making fun of you being on public aid. I've never done that. Jay Wilson asked. So that's the definition of an asshole.
Well, okay, yeah, I understand that. Okay, I'm not trying to battle you, with that or have a debate about that, but I understand that. But yeah, Jay Wilson, he doesn't bother me at all. I told you already, he doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
He
you did
talk
a
his stuff,
whole
I talk my
striptease
stuff.
for him. You made his whole fantasy come true. So I'm sure he doesn't bother you.
I didn't make his fantasy come
Yes,
true.
you
I
did.
only made my fantasy come true for one person for the time being when I was in a relationship. I didn't make nothing come true towards anybody else that I was pursuing. Only one person. I ain't that promiscuous. Like nah. You guys may have the
Promiscuous?
wrong perception of me.
What is promiscuous? I've never heard that word before.
Speaking with man to man
So
and women to
promiscuous?
women. Yeah,
Promiscuous.
going to bed for bed to bed. Yes, indeed.
Promiscuous.
That's being very, very
Is
harsh.
that in the
You're being
Webster
very, very harsh.
dictionary?
You say what?
Is that in the Webster dictionary? Promiscuous?
I don't. It could be. I haven't checked it.
Oh, is that a made up word or something?
It's not a made a word. Promiscuous is not a made a word.
You lying to me. Uh,
Well, I may not be saying it right.
I know you ain't saying it
Sir,
right. No,
I do not care.
it's promiscuous.
Promiscuous. Okay.
Promiscuous, not promiscuous. Okay. Woo, Lord,
Why
Jesus.
do you have to do this to me for some reason? Anytime I hit your panel,
I'm
you always
caring
want
for
to try to
you.
embarrass me.
I'm teaching you. I'm
And
teaching
see,
you
that's
as
the
younger.
asshole in you. That's the
That's
that's
not
the
the
asshole in
that's
you.
the educator in me. That's the
You
educator.
are educated, but at the same time you an asshole though.
No, I'm
It's
just
like
the
I'm
educator.
gonna beat you
Okay.
down to some. Look, I'm gonna beat you down to some
If
to
I
some
was an
education.
asshole, I'd be like, yep, promiscuous. Make sure you get some promiscuous. You definitely
That is
promiscuous.
the right word though,
No, it
promiscuous.
ain't, boy. It is promiscuous.
Oh, promiscuous. Okay, I said it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I said it wrong the whole damn time. Oh my goodness. Oh, promiscuous. Oh my goodness. I said what I was saying.
It's
Promiscuous.
promiscuous. It's promiscuous, like a perm that you like. You
Well,
don't have in your head. Okay.
well, you know, So Queen, the hardest English, well, the hardest English is to learn is the English language.
Mm.
It is. The English language is hard. So therefore, if I
I
have
think
a few
Russian,
mix-ups, please
Russian is
forgive me.
hard. Chinese, Chinese or Russian, something like that. Yeah, I think that would be hard.
Oh, now you're trying to be funny. Oh my goodness.
I'm being
Uh,
serious.
I come in peace, but you come in
I come in
terror.
peace too. I come in peace. What's up, Demetria? Oh, I didn't say Demetria. You sound so good. I was like, I mean, not that you didn't sound good before, but you just sound so like logical today. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all go
She
check out
did.
Demetria.
She did well.
How do you know? Did you watch it?
I watched on King Pang Live,
Oh,
nigga. I
okay.
did.
I had to make sure you know because you was talking about promiscuous. I was just gonna make sure you know where you saw it. That's all.
Well, help me get it right.
Mm.
Help me get it right, sir. Dang, you want to try to stretch it out. Oh my god. See look, now you act like Jay Wilson. Now you act like Jay Wilson. Thank you. But no thanks. I'm just playing. Thank you for letting me know that though. Thank
Yes, metallic minias is per per. How's your basket business going?
you. It's going good. We're getting ready for Easter.
Mm. What is your most profitable season?
My look, I would say my most profitable season is I would say January. Well, no, Valentine's and Easter.
Mm.
Because we do Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Yeah, but I'm sure y'all make that much money on Father's Day, do you?
No, it's a different range, but we still make money though. I shouldn't be
Yeah.
telling you this, but I don't mind being honest.
Well, you told Jay Wilson. I didn't even ask you about the price breakdown, but Jay Wilson was all up in your business, asking you the
I
price breakdown and how much is too expensive for the people in your area. I'm like, damn.
I know I felt the same way. I'm like, damn, people are still gonna buy. I mean, as you can see, I posted the shorts. I mean, the table was full at one point, and all of a sudden at nighttime, what happened to them baskets? They disappeared. You
Somebody
know,
stole
they didn't steal them. They bought them, nigga. They bought them. They bought them.
it.
Okay, they bought them.
Hmm. Okay, well, I'm not gonna
See,
hate on
look, look. Hey, Sir King, can I replace living on your panel? I love talking because
Let
you
me
like to
tell you
talk about
something.
shit to
Let me
me.
tell you something, Castro Cannonball.
Yeah.
Listen, the Avatar Nation was a one man operation. He hit the link religiously, okay, as if he was studying for a class, which we know he can't do. So that's how it became on. It was never no 2 man show. It just went into that. So just so you know, for everybody to know.
All right. I get that. I get that. But you never know. Hey, somebody new. Hey, we can change that. Okay, I ain't trying to come. I'm not trying to be in competition with that other person. But at the same time, hey, you never know. I like talking to you, even though you talk shit to me a lot. You know, you try to get me together like Jay Wilson. I don't understand it. Like you my daddy or something. Like damn, you want me to call you daddy, but I ain't calling you daddy. But damn,
Well, you
just
was over
talking
there
to
stripping for daddy. You set up there had to take
you.
you off live.
When? When?
You set up did that Magic Mike dance, and you was with no shirt and red shorts.
I was being playful, man. I was being
Mm.
playful. That's it. I was
Uh,
being a little silly. That's it.
that's the adjective you want to use is playful. Okay,
I was being playful.
maybe
Do you think I wasn't showing anything else? I
or
mean, I didn't
maybe it
take
was
my drawers. I didn't
promiscuous.
take my
Maybe
pants off, my shorts
it,
off.
it wasn't promiscuous. You weren't being
I
promiscuous.
mean, I was being seductive. Okay, I was. Okay, so now you got me. Okay,
Oh, so
now
you
you
was
got.
trying to seduce your daddy, child. See, that's
I was not trying to
man.
do so. I was not trying to seduce anybody. I
You
was
just
just
said
giving
you. You know
I
what
was giving
seductive is? Do you
I
know what
was
seductive?
giving the elderly something to look at. Okay. I was. I mean, it's a lot of folks. It's a lot of older folks over there in Jay Wilson's camp. So I was trying to get them something to look at for the time being. Hey, here I am.
So
I'm still hot.
you were advertising for clientele.
I was advertising. I'm sure you would be advertising too. I mean, I wish you would stop. I wish you was get from behind the camera and just show us who you are. I mean, shit, embrace it. I mean, who gonna talk about you? How can the next human being judge you, Sir King? Come on now, you are just like everybody else. I mean, come on now, you got feelings and emotions. Come on now, I mean, who cares what you look like? But you won't get you. But you ain't got enough balls to get behind the cameras. I mean, come on now, damn. What you hiding
I
for?
have enough balls, and there's two. Okay.
You not. Come on now. From what I mean, if you say those pictures that has been doctors about you, if it's not you, it's not you. But I don't know. I kind of believe that it is you a little bit. But hey,
Mhm.
I'd be crazy to say that. But I mean, man, just be you. What you hiding for? You got an audience. You got people that
I've
support
created a
you.
movement, so I'm not going to betray the movement for Castro Cannonball. So
You ain't got to betray it for me. It's for yourself.
no, I don't need that validation. I don't need that. I'm
You ain't.
good.
It's not validation, but at the same time, by connecting to your audience, at some point we want to see your face. I
No,
ain't gonna lie to
that's
you.
good.
But it is what it is. If you want to
I
say
like to have
behind the
people.
scenes,
See,
it's
you don't
cool.
understand. I understand you're not at the psychological level that I am. I like to
Okay.
have people have their own imagination of what Sir King is. Therefore,
Uh,
because let's say for you, nobody can imagine what you look like because they see you with a snapping turtle, looking like what a snapping turtle knows. So you ruined the fantasy for a lot of people because they see your mug. With me, they may they have it's a plethora of people who have fantasies about what I may look like. So I don't want to ruin that for them.
and you sound stopped up right now.
I am.
Like
I
so.
told you I
Therefore,
was sick. I
but you
told
been,
you I was
but you,
sick.
but you know what? You've been sounding like that for a long time. So damn. What's going on with that?
Well,
I told you.
it's called global warming. So yeah.
It sounds like sinuses to me. You got a sinus problem. No global warming.
But you got
Global
a
warming don't have
speech
nothing with
impediment
that.
problem, though. You have a speech impediment problem, so we both got
It is
problems.
what it is.
Okay, it is what it is. Right.
But I like you though. I'm being nice to you, but you want to be mean to me, and I'm trying not to be. Look, I'm
No,
trying my
it's
best to be
no.
nice to you, and it's like I keep getting disses, and I don't understand that because I'm being my best. I'm being on my best behavior, so I don't get kicked down. I ain't doing too much on your channel. I respect your channel. If you came into my channel, if I had StreamYard, I would do the same for you. But I feel like I'm getting when it comes to you, I feel like I'm getting a different stance, and that's not. If I feel like it's not cool. It's not cool. If you mean from man to man, I feel like it's not cool. If you can respect that, you can respect that. If you don't, I understand. I take more of, all the negative Nancy's than more so the positive. So hey, I understand. If you want to feel like that, you can feel like that, baby. I'm not upset because I still sleep well at night, with or without the negativity on my mind, baby. It goes in one end and right
Now,
out
why
the other.
you lying? Come on, you
I
sleep
do.
good.
You don't, baby. I sleep good at nighttime. You don't know me, baby. I could put my phone up at nighttime and go live, but I don't do all that shit. That's too extra. I feel like folks should not let folks
Weren't you
in.
flying away the fruit flies over there, everything the other day? What are you talking about? Like, anyway.
Sir King, I don't have any fruit. I don't have any fruit flies. I don't have any fruit around. I have canned goods around, but I don't have any fruit flies.
Yeah,
You're being mean right now. See, you keep being mean, and see, I keep shooting
I'm
you
not.
down with my
I'm being
kindness. See, I'm a
inquisitive.
Cancer. I don't know what sign you are, but I'm a Cancer. So you cannot get through me. I'm sorry to tell you. I have look. Look. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that. Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Hey, if you think I look like a turtle, hey, baby, I'm a snapping turtle to you. I'm a ninja turtle to you. It is what it is. But at the same time,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got
feel
the
like
head of a
that.
ninja
That's how
turtle. You
you
got that
feel.
right.
But
You
at
got
the
the
same
head
time,
of a
I
ninja
love me,
turtle.
baby. I love me whether I'm a snapping turtle, whatever, baby. I love me. That's what you fail to realize. So you can hurt me with your words, but your words ain't hearing no shit on me over here. It ain't. I gotta let you know that, baby. It ain't. It ain't.
It's not too late for you to become a priest or something.
That's not my calling. God never called me to do that. So, I won't be doing that.
So what is your calling?
I can't tell you. That's what I mean. That's like me asking you what's your
Um,
calling, King. So therefore, you're not gonna answer that.
well,
So
you can't
therefore,
tell. I mean, what's the secret about
you're
that?
not gonna.
What,
Oops.
a stripper?
Sir
Well, I
King,
mean, what is
Sir
your
King,
calling? What is
Sir
your
King,
calling? Yeah.
Sir King.
Uh,
You're not gonna answer that. So don't worry about that.
okay.
I mean,
Okay.
because I can ask you the same question, and you won't. I mean, are you gonna answer? Are you gonna give me your full answer, your full honest answer about it? You're not gonna do that. So therefore, let's dead that.
My calling is
Yeah.
to be a productive member of society. Yeah. That's my
Okay,
calling.
well, that's me too. That's me too.
Well, do
Now I
you
can
think you're
see.
doing a
I mean,
good
I can
job
see
of
what you're
that?
saying. I can see what you're saying. It may sound like I can be a preacher or two, but that's not my calling.
I didn't say all that.
We all, but oh well, yeah, I know you didn't say all that, but just that's what it came off to me. But at the same
I
time,
think
we
you
all can
should
be
be a
preachers out
monk or
here.
something so that you could be celibate and get right with yourself. There you
But
go.
Sir King, I don't have sex like that, and I don't sleep around.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not asking you, and
Why you always lying?
Well, stop lying. Stop lying.
I mean, would you like to know?
Hell no. I don't give a damn.
I
That's,
mean, but why would you answer? I mean, why would you bring that? Why would you bring that to the table though? If you didn't like to know.
because it seems like a lot of your issues in your life have been due to promiscuity, as you say.
But see, this is your wrong misconception of me. You only getting a glimpse, a couple of seconds, maybe
No,
an hour,
we got receipts. We
baby,
dating this man and that
baby.
man and that man and that man who that man and that small town Arkansas and all that stuff and he
It's
was
not.
just
It's not that
charming.
small, baby. It's not that small. But
Okay.
it's let me tell you this, Sir King.
Hmm.
Whatever I done went through, trust and believe. I came on here and I showed it. You guys seen it. It was what it was. But at the same damn time, you guys still don't know who the hell I am. You know, not unless if I
Who
tell
are
you.
you? Who are you?
I'm just like everybody else, baby.
Do you even know who you are?
If I didn't know who I was, I wouldn't be on this panel with you. Because I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation with
No,
you.
that's
I'm just saying with you, baby. I'm just
that's
saying.
that's not a fair answer. A lot of people on
I'm
this
just
panel
saying.
don't know who they are. You got a whole fruitcake over there. Don't even know who he is.
Well, that's who they is. That ain't who I am.
No, okay.
We ain't talking about fruitcakes, baby. We talking about me. We ain't talking about them. But you look, you brought them up into the conversation when it came to me. So that ain't me. That's somebody else. Next question, baby. Next question.
I'm out of
You gotta
questions
shake it
now.
off. You gotta shake it off, Sir King. You gotta shake it off. Oh my goodness. You think you're gonna catch me up in something? You're not. I'm sorry to tell you, you're not. I just don't. The only thing I can do is just kill you with kindness, okay? Even though you being an asshole to me, I can only kill you with kindness.
All right. Well, thank you for trying to kill me.
I am not trying to kill you. Literally, I'm not trying to kill you. I want you to live, brother. I want you to live, man. I want you to live.
But
But when it
thank
comes to your antics, I just can't answer those type of things. I just can't. You know, I mean, just like me asking you, it's just like me asking you certain questions. You ain't gonna answer them. So that's no need for me for that. There's no need for me to even bring them up to you. Am I correct?
you. Never know.
I know. I know you.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yes, I do. So therefore, I ain't finna answer or ask or anything. I ain't finna ask you anything because I know you're not gonna be comfortable even answering certain things. So therefore, it's cool. It's cool. But you know what? It's been real. I think it's time for me to get up on out of here. Oh my goodness, 12:56. I'm Central Center time. It's time for me to get up on off of here. But it's been real, Sir King, and I hope you enjoy your show. And thank you for having me up.
Sure thing. No problem. Take care now.
All right, you too.
All right. That's the one and only Cash Show Cannon job. I don't know what that was. Hopefully, we educated him and let him know that it was promiscuous, not promiscuous. What they say, each one teach one. Well, hopefully we taught him something today. Child, man, he said, "Oh, I'm promiscuous." I'm like, what? Is that your name? Is that your name is promiscuous? No, I am promiscuous. No, is that your name? No, I am promiscuous. It's promiscuous, Castro. Woo! We are doomed as a society, child. We are doomed as a society. Anyway, well, thank you for coming up. I wish you the best and all that you got going on. Other than that, anybody got anything else? That's it. Hopefully y'all been thoroughly entertained. I don't know. These people, boy, I tell you, it's something else. Um, in regard to that situation I was talking about, Tulsa, please stop. Please stop doing what you're doing. In regard to real world news, please stay vigilant because there's a lot of okey doke going on. I forgot the person, but they said check out Revelations 11:18. So, with that being said, please thumbs up the live on your exits, and I hope y'all have a great Friday. If you want to, please send a gesture to $, Sir King Crown. Please. Don't give no money to Lolo. Don't give no money to Lolo. Lolo on a whole vacation. Send over here something to Sir King so I could think about a vacation, all right? All right, y'all. We about to be up out of here. Y'all have a great one. Take care, y'all. Bye, y'all. Ciao. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think this is the appropriate song, Fame. Casho Candy want fame. The Fruitcake want fame. Everybody want fame. Lolo want fame. Fame has got them going insane.
Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. There is this man who is chasing fame, but the fame has him going insane. He hits the bottle to make himself think he is a rebel. The bottle has him thinking he can revel and meddle with devils. His life is full of strife because he lives for drama that causes pain and creates disdain. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane, insane. He has a dream of being a star. Little does he know he can't handle the burdens of what he sees from afar. The poison in his bottle will keep him from being chosen. There's poison eggs and spew obscenities that offend many. He has no sense of loyalty, even to those who are royalty. He lies and lies to the point we wonder why. He smashes his mama up trying to chase clouds. She yells and screams because she knows his quest for fame is only making him a lame while driving her insane. Fame has him going insane. Fame has him going insane. How would me speak?
All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Take care of the task. Take care, Keisha Bishop. I hope I said hello to you, but I'm saying hello to you now. Have a good one. I hope you have a great Friday. Take care. Thank you once again, Auntie Donna and Castro Kenny for hitting the link. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. All right, y'all take care. What's up, Trademark Fortune? Have a good one, y'all. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.